In remembrance of the Knights of the Quantum Vanguard, I welcome you to Books by Adrian. As part of the Authortube and Booktube under 1K subs marathon, we will be participating in some productivity sprints today. I'm your host, Adrian Santiago. I write sci-fi fantasy for adults. My debut novel, which I have right here, Mythic Shadow of the Spark, is available wide in paperback and ebook. The audiobook is in the works. Bear with me. I'm working on it. So go to booksbyadrian.com for more information on any of that. Uh, Paperbacks on the website are same price as everywhere else, but they are signed if you buy them on the website. So keep that in mind. All right. We are not going to waste too much time. I'm going to bring in my guests. We'll say hi to the chat, and then we're going to dive into the very first sprint. First up, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're up to today. Sako.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sako Toomey. Also, I write horror under the name Cass Voigt. If you want to know more about me, then either check out my YouTube or just Google me, Sako Toomey or Psycho Sako, and you'll find all my stuff, including my Insta, which should be your first hit. Yeah, drop a line sometime. I would love to see you. I have no clue what I'm working on. Maybe my zombie story.
It's a good day for zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. All right. Next up, Jody.
Hey, everybody. I am Jody Jean Daniels. I'm a novelist and writing sprint enthusiast. I write the Team of Eight series. It is a genetics driven techno thriller about family, power, and the cost of survival. But beyond my books, I am passionate about helping writers show up consistently without burnout. Writing sprints are how I protect my creative time. No pressure, no perfection, just focused progress. And I am glad that you're here today, and I'm glad I'm here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome, one and all. Yes, absolutely. We're happy that you are all here today. We're going to get some stuff done. Let's say hi to the chat really quick. Gwynna was the first one through the door, as a good moderator always is. I made her promise not to shoot and or stab anybody, but you should probably leave a like and subscribe, or else Gwynna's going to get you. Let's see, Maggie. Howdy. Hello. Hello. Oh, look who's here.
Yeah.
Hey. Free range female. You're new to my channel. I don't know you.
Hi. Jen. The name is Jen.
The name is Jen.
Okay. The what's it called? The avatar is just hilarious. I don't know what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny's here. Hello, welcome. Laura, hello, welcome. Stephanie,
who I just came off a stream with. Laura.
Sam is here.
Did it like a jam.
Okay. Kay is here. Oh, we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be great. Oh my goodness. All right. I think that's everybody. Hi everybody. Welcome. Cool. Let's get some productivity in. Yes. Oh, hang on. That was weird. Hi. All right. And so we do this Pomodoro style. We're going to do 25-minute sprints. We're going to do 10-minute breaks in between. And we're going to chit-chat in between. I don't do that thing where we go back in the chat and try to get caught up. That sucks up too much time. So if you're going to talk in the chat when you're supposed to be productivity sprinting, that's on you. We're going to stay up to date with the chat as we jump back in and out. All right, cool. Here we go. Hang on. There it is. All right, y'all. Happy productivity. Get your writing in. 1 minute warning, everybody.
Woo!
All right, everybody. Put in that last punctuation.
Woo!
That's a very obnoxious bell.
Bong.
My apologies for the obnoxious bell. How did everybody do? Please let us know in the chat your word counts and all that good stuff.
Indeed.
Ladies, how'd you do? I saw y'all working.
I made some purchases and I talked to some people and I'm doing some homework for the podcast for
There's the
season 7.
productivity right there. The homework for
Yes.
the podcast. All right.
Homework for the podcast.
Jody, you're muted, dear. How did you do? You're still
You're
muted.
still
Jody.
muted.
I told you.
First
I went and got a snack and I muted myself so you would not hear my snackiness. And then I started working on some self-edits on my book 3 of my series so I can get it over to my editor, hopefully at the end of this month.
Ooh.
Nice.
If you need a beta reader, I know a guy.
You know a guy? Okay.
That guy is me.
You're awesome.
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows another guy.
Exactly.
Oh man, right on.
And
yeah, I didn't get too much work done. I did edit a little bit. I'm working on kind of a ridiculous action chapter, and I might have to rewrite half of it, but it's fun.
Yay! Adventure is fun.
Indeed, it is. Yeah, it's this like 3-chapter stint where our 3 heroes get thrown into like these gladiator games type scenario.
Fun and games.
It's bananas. Yes, indeed. Fun and games, indeed. Let's see. We got 7.5 minutes on our break. I threw in the chat, on the screen rather, during the sprint, the 2 questions, one for writers and one for readers. For the writers, what scene are you working on right now? In general, not necessarily right this second. Is it action, dialogue, or something quiet and emotional? And then for readers, do you prefer standalones or long series, and why? So, how about those of you on the screen?
If I'm looking at borrowed time, I am working on a scene where Annalie confesses to Derek that Tenny is kind of neat, but Derek no likey.
No likey?
Is my beat. That is my beat. So
me no likey.
My granddaughter, we just figured this out because we didn't know what it meant. She will say, "That makes my eyes sad." And figured out it meant she thinks something's very ugly.
Ah.
Make my eyes
I
sad.
did in like really inappropriate moments, and thank goodness the others don't know what it means.
Yeah.
I say my heart, but
My husband
you know,
and I are just like holding on to each other, trying not to laugh.
At least she's speaking in code, you know,
Yeah.
like
She doesn't. She's 3. She doesn't know she's speaking in code. She doesn't know how to voice it yet. Yeah, she saw somebody with something on,
yeah.
and she just shook her head and she went, "That makes my eyes so sad."
3 years old and already judging outfits.
Oh, she is.
Mhm.
She is. Our grandson, he's like a 40-year-old man, calm, cool, collected. Probably has a 401k that we don't know about. But the girl child is our wild card.
Good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You like her parents.
Right? Yeah, it's not your problem. You're gonna be
No,
fine.
I put the spoiler. That's
What
all
was the reader question?
Oh yeah.
The reader question was, and I'll throw it back up here in the ticker, is whether or not you prefer standalones or long series and why.
I prefer the standalones
¿Por qué?
because I like things that end.
Mm.
I hate the hangover. You know that the
Yeah.
reader hangover when you finish
Yeah.
a book and you're like, now what?
Yeah. 'cause
Now
you know
there's
no
a
more,
new
but it was
bar
really
for the
good.
next book to hit.
Yeah.
You know, like
I was gonna say series, but I now realize because the series that I read are series when they're done. So I too think I like the standalone. I don't think I like the reader hangover. And I guess that makes me a hypocrite because I'm writing a series.
me too. I'm used to writing standalones and now I'm working on a sequel.
Yeah.
And it's exciting and people really want it and like
Yeah.
That's the cool part. That's the really, really cool part.
I'm writing to the market, but I think that that's a good thing in this case.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I would love to collaborate with my public.
Yeah.
You know? Like that's
Congrats to Gwenna. She's gonna be an auntie.
great. Ooh.
Yay!
I don't know if it's for the first time or again, but congratulations.
Aww.
Congratulations.
That's so awesome.
I love being an auntie. And I
I'm
do
looking
pronounce
forward to
it
being an
aunt.
uncle.
I do pronounce it aunt, not aunt.
Yeah, aunt. You don't have antenna?
I always tell my Aunt Teresa, I'm like, you're my aunt, like a little ant. And she's always
Peggy.
like, no, it's aunt. It's Aunt Teresa.
I have Aunt Peggy. Yeah. But there's Aunt Sacco. It's an aunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aunt.
Yeah, see, I love a good series. I'm not always worried about whether or not the series has ended yet because it's more important to me that each book in the series has an ending. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's a series, and of course, there are things that carry over, but whatever the adventure that started in this book was ended in this book. You know what I mean? And
I want that
sense,
arc. I want that arc. And I don't always get that arc in a series.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the series is not delivering that, I'm probably not reading it. Like, you look at people complain a lot about George Martin not finishing A Song of Ice and Fire, but every single one of those books has a pretty darn good ending, man. Like it gets bonkers by the end, and he sets up what's coming up next, like he should. Like it's a proper series. Like
it is he is kind of the master of our age, when it comes to writing series. So
it's coming. It's all good.
I know we're all like banging on his door, being like, "Where the fuck is that ending?"
It'll be fine. Let's
Because
see
it's
here.
not going to be the show. And then they did. Just
I want
saying.
series, reading them and writing them. I tend to create fan fictions of standalones that I like because I hate to say goodbye to characters, mine or others. So you continue the story
I
yourself.
love, so everything is transient, especially relationships, right? So my relationship with my characters, I kind of expect that to have an ending part.
Mm.
And then I can go back and be nostalgic about it.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll continue it, like in your new short story or whatever.
It's funny that she writes fan fiction to keep the story going. I write fan fiction to give proper endings to shows that went on too long. All right, y'all, let's go into the next sprint. 25 minutes productivity in 4, 3, 2, and go. All right, y'all, welcome back. The screen says 15-minute long break, but we're not doing that. We're doing a 10-minute short break. So let me restart that. All
Okay.
right. How did everyone do?
I am doing great. I just wrapped up drawing another zombie. I just need to light him now, and I'm feeling pretty good about that progress. That was
Digital art?
digital art, but
Right on, right on.
traditional methods. Does that make sense? So I have all these
Sure.
watercolor brushes and marker brushes and stuff like that I'm using. So
That's cool.
if I were doing it traditionally, I'd be using the same tools.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Very cool.
I
about
realized
you?
that I realized that I needed to delete a chapter.
Oh no.
So
Oh, cutting your darling. Oh.
yeah, so I'm going through and I have all of the I'm old school, so I print my and go through it. So I'm having to go through all that, and I'm just making one strike through the chapter that it was and putting the chapter that I tentatively want it to be now, because I also haven't went through acts 2 and 3 to see if anything needs to move or shift. So as soon as I get this part done, where I know we're definitely like chapter 43, of course, is now actually chapter 42, and so forth and so on. I am going to go back and then try and figure out what's what there. So
Right on.
fun.
I had
Fun
a
different.
chapter. I had a chapter in book 1 that I had to cut like that, where it was a big deal, this chapter, but it was also like a big swing that didn't quite land. And my editor got to it, and she was like, "No, this has to go." I'm like, "All right, I thought so." So I had to cut the whole chapter and put all the information from it into other chapters. But so far I haven't had to do that in book 2, but I do have a chapter that I know half of it has to get completely rewritten because of something I changed later. So when I come back around, that's gonna be a real pain in the
consistency,
I'm literally half of the entire
quality.
chapter. I gotta throw all of this out and rewrite the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh.
The questions on the screen, ladies. Any answers for these?
Meet cute.
Nice.
Current project.
In a horror story.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
That's 2 words, but I'll let you slide. Because they're good ones. Right on. I like that. Right on. That's cool. Sako, I think I cut you off when I asked the question. You were going to say something.
Was I?
Okay. I thought you were. I just wanted to give you a chance in case you were.
No, I'm good.
So we were chit-chatting a little bit in the chat during the stream there about the reader question. What makes you quit a book early? And we touched on a couple of different things. So, at least 3 of us have the chapter 5 marker, where like if we're not in by chapter 5, we have to drop this book and pick up something else.
Yes.
And lots of other like little reasons of like why you would bail on a
chapter
book.
1. My DNF is a chapter 1. If their chapter 1 doesn't
chapter 1, if it
flat out chapter 1, if it doesn't rope me in at any point during chapter 1, I'm not interested for the rest of the book.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I have the same rule for big authors. Like if I pick up a big author's book that like everybody's been talking about and it's supposed to be amazing, you got to grab me at chapter 1. If we're talking indie authors, I'm giving you 5 chapters. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get a feel for
my standard is that
always chapter 1. Yeah.
All the time. It doesn't matter if they're my friend. It doesn't matter if to indie. Like, I hold them all to the same regard.
That's
do.
fair, though. That's fair. Like, you want to.
But
Swim
grammar.
in the deep end.
Grammar will stop it dead.
Yeah.
Wait, what will stop it dead?
Grammar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, basic stuff like that for sure.
Like if a sentence is really clunky, or maybe they misspell something, like maybe the editor didn't catch it, or I can give them the benefit of the doubt like once or twice, but like 3 times is my fault. I let this go too far. No. And but I'm willing to give second chances.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, I have been unimpressed with the previous 3 books by a dear friend of mine, but I'm reading his current work and it's amazing. So,
they need to find
second chances.
Mm-hmm.
Second chances.
Yeah.
Like, they're always out there.
By your own admission, that one was their 4th chance.
Yeah.
You're even more lenient than
I DNF'd 3 books before then.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Well, hey, man.
And not because it was just so boring.
And that's the thing. You gotta. I mean, it's gotta be fun. That's the whole entertain me.
Especially if it's horror. Holy cow! Like, don't drag it out in the beginning. Like.
Or,
yeah, I'm the same way. I give a lot of grace because I would like to be given that same grace. But there are a point where I'm just like, if it hurts to read, if I'm like
I have hate read. Yeah. I have hate read before.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Like, the book is so bad and I'm so mad at it, but it's distracting me from what I'm trying not to process at the time.
No hate
like
read.
It's total hate read.
Gwen says she gives no grace. No grace.
I'll tell you what, though. The opposite has also been true, where the first line or the first chapter has been so amazing, like it snatched me up so hard that even if it gets a little slow after that, like I know what
their
midpoint, I'm gonna stick around because I know it's gonna come back around.
Instead of reading the back of the book, I crack the spine and I read the center point. I read the midpoint.
Madness.
And if it's not a hopping scene, I'm not interested for the rest of the book. I don't look at the first line. I don't look at the first line. I don't look at the first chapter when it comes to, like if I pull a book off the shelf or if I pull down the Kindle or whatever, like I'll zoom straight to the midpoint, and if it's not hopping, I'm not invested.
Sako, you gave me 2 heart attacks in a row when you said you cracked the spine and then you said you read the middle of the book. I'm like, no.
If it's because sagging middle is the thing, and I like my midpoint is like my heavy hitter. Like it changes the whole tone of the book.
Agreed.
You read the midpoint twist ahead of time, I say judgmentally, as I habitually read the last through lines before purchase. Oh, people. No. You're all bad. I will read the first and last chapter in the bookstore before I buy. That's crazy to me. The last chapter, the ending? You're going to spoil the ending for yourself?
Right, but it doesn't have context. So she's judging basically on like grammar and like the
Yeah, like-
storytelling of the
Yeah.
scene than she is the twist at the end or whatever. you know.
Sure. Still. All right, y'all. Final sprint. Let's do it.
Here we go.
All right, y'all. Final 20 seconds. Wrap up your final line for this stream. There's about 20 minutes left in the stream, but not enough time for another sprint, so we're just going to chill.
I like chilling at the end of a stream,
Yeah, me too.
both as a watcher and as a streamer. I like the
Yeah.
like the chill time at the end.
The
Yeah.
wind down, the cool down.
The cool down, as it were. Yeah.
Somebody's buying my book.
Ooh, yay. That's always fun.
Thank you.
See those sales numbers go up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you buy from the website, it's a signed copy for the same price as if you bought from Amazon. So buy from my site.
You know, you might as well just get it straight from the author.
Yeah, might as well. The author gets a bigger cut. You get a signed copy. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Indeed. Right on. So, Sako, what has been the most surprising thing about writing your work in progress?
How far I was willing to go.
Ooh.
Like, normally I don't write BDSM, but
Oh my.
I wrote a BDSM scene in my sapphic vampire romance. So
Give me the vapors.
So, like, I have a lot of experience in the lifestyle, and I tend to keep it very compartmentalized.
Sure. But this was your chance to let it all out there.
My chance to kind of like dip into it a little bit, you know, like what I know, you know. So, like, the just being willing to decompartmentalize a little bit,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, to sort of merge your worlds a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Nice. Very nice. How about you, Jody?
Oh, mine's not as
Surprising
exciting.
thing. Yeah, it's hard to top that one.
First.
Sorry to follow that.
Okay. I would say like the thing I was working on now was a short story for an anthology that I'm writing with some other people. And it was the first time I've ever really had to write a topic where the specific idea was given to me. And I struggled with it at first. But when I finally just was like, just let it go and just write, how easy it still came to me when I gave up that control a little bit. So maybe
That is another really good one, though.
yeah.
You know, like don't belittle your achievement.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm a little bit of a control freak. My best friend is somewhere laughing hysterically, going, "Yes, you are." So it was a huge deal for me to do that and to jump on that bandwagon. But now that I've done it, really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it.
Yes, Kay, I'm verklempt.
I sit and so for the readers, right? When you finish a great book, I end up mulling on it for a while, chewing on it for a while, because I'm in search of a book that's just as good. Like there's a new bar every time I read a great book.
Yeah.
And like, what is the minimum to entertain me anymore? You know?
Yeah. I think I have a really good friend who writes incredible YA, and it's kind of always got a mystery to it and a little bit of a love story, very paranormal. And those are kind of my go-to reads for when I need a cleanser in between like a big hard book. And I think that's one of the main things that I do and go to is just like a cleanser book. And it's normally books that are easier to read. And for me, those are just so enjoyable and relaxing that I do that in between.
You know, it's funny that you mention that trauma that you might feel after a book. You know, like you need therapy after that book, right? And there's a lot to be said for that phase of after a big crunchy book. You know, like maybe it was really emotional. Maybe there was a lot of blood and gore and you need a palate cleanser.
This book, it took me a while.
Oh, Affliction. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to read like Nancy Drew mysteries after that for a little bit. Had to bring out, what is it, the old.
I don't have a palate cleanser book. Oh no, Neverending Story is my palate cleanser.
Oh, I love Neverending Story. But that wolf, I tell you what, the what was it?
Gomork.
Yes, I was just like.
That's the name of my phone, actually, is Gomork. Yeah. I use a Neverending Story to name all of my devices.
Yeah.
So, like, I have 3 hard drives. I have Enguwook, which is the guy who rode the snail. And then there's Rockbiter, who was the golem that the rock elemental that ate rocks. And I have Coriander, who was the bookstore owner. Yeah. So and Gomork, the wolf. Yeah.
I have in my RPG,
who is a huge influence on the way that I treat my characters. Holy cow.
When you said golem, it made me think about I have a golem in my RPG, and I named him Squishy. And I don't know
Squishy
why.
the goblin.
Squishy, because he's like indentured and servant or whatever. And I'm just like, come on, Squishy, let's go. I'm going to figure out a way to bring you back to life and give you your freedom. But yeah, he goes everywhere with me.
I only ever watched the movie Neverending Story. I never read the book. So
you gotta.
I'm gonna have to.
The movie only covers half the book.
And
the ending is the turn of the book. The movie didn't want to get into any of that.
Interesting. All right,
It's
so I
very
only know
German.
half the story then.
Very German.
We all know what that means.
Michael Ende is a German guy.
Okay.
So the way the hero becomes the villain and the repercussions for all the good things that Bastion did.
You know, it's starting to sound like Dune almost. Like it's you know.
It's very like, and Atreyu becomes the hero.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to read that because
and that's all in the first book.
That's crazy.
That's all in the first book. But the movie really, they omitted my favorite scene in the book. But but I'd rather they do that than do it injustice, you know.
Sure.
But everything else was like, that's exactly how I pictured in my head. You know, the art direction was just mwah. You know, like Falcor, the Luck Dragon, and
I showed that movie to my kids. They didn't love it as much as I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They were like, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The ending is lackluster.
Because
in the movie,
there's a lot of build up.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, like that was it.
He gets back at his bullies. Okay.
Yeah.
My mother has a dog that looks like Falcor, and I call. She's like, "Quit calling Mika the wrong name." I'm like, "But she's a little bug-eyed creature. She really looks like Falcor."
She was misnamed.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh. Y'all, I'm tired. Are y'all tired? I feel tired all the
I
time.
still have another stream after this one.
Oh wow.
Gosh, how do you do
I
it?
joined Laura for her
Laura Nettles?
thing. I believe so.
I have to go to physical therapy. But gotta go.
Yes, I do.
Gotta get these hips.
But that's good for you.
Better. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Saka will be joining Laura. Yeah, Gwenna. Yep.
Thank you very much, Gwenna.
Gwenna's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Gwenna, the winner, earned her name.
Indeed.
We love her.
Yeah, she's also a little stabby, which I like.
Which I like. I like
it.
her gumption.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feisty.
She is feisty.
As a Southerner would say, feisty and spicy.
You don't get a lot of gumption these days. It's always good to get a little gumption.
Well,
I feel like that's an underused word. The word gumption.
Gumption. Got to get it in there every once in a while.
Stabby is good. She says the horror writer who also writes fantasy romantasy.
Y'all got problems. All you horror readers and horror writers, y'all got problems.
Yes, we do, and that's how we process trauma.
That's the funny part is that, like, I throw that kind of like occasionally there's a horror scene in everything that I do. You know what I mean? Like it's inevitable.
Of course,
it's gonna go.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate conflict.
Yeah,
know?
Like in my first book, there's a scene where there's chopped up body parts on a table, guy in an apron, the whole nine. So it's like, yep, that was coming. That's that's how that goes. Kate says we are the problem.
Mm-hmm. We are the
problem.
Like that picture, that video of that little girl where the mother says, "Now, are you going to be the part of the problem, or are you going to be part of the solution?" And the little girl goes, "I'm going to be the whole problem."
Self-awareness is important. It's healthy.
Teach them young. Teach them young.
Oh, man. All right. I wanted to remind everybody the website, booksbyadrian.com. The reason I bring it up is because there's a new member community part to the site, and it has two kind of sides to it. If you are new to Books by Adrian, you've never read my stuff, you're on the fence, it has the prologue, which is basically a short story for free. You can read it there. And it also has the first 5 chapters, magic number, the first 5 chapters of the first novel. So you can read those there for free, see if you enjoy it, see if you want to read it on, etc. And if you are already a reader of my book, books, ? There's stuff for you there too. There's a progress blog that's following the progress of writing the next book. And there are exclusive live streams that begin next week with a meet and greet and lots of good stuff like that. It's free.
Oh my gosh.
All you gotta do is enter your email and you get all that free stuff.
Oh my gosh. I know what I'm doing next stream. Books by Adrian.
Books by Adrian.
All right, y'all. I am going to cut it off at 2:55, giving everybody a nice 5-minute buffer to get to the next place. Get your drinks, get your snacks, get whatever you got to do. Go hit the bathroom and then hit the next show because it's a marathon and we here.
Yep.
Thank
be
you
back
guys so
after
much.
I go to PT.
Outros. Tell people where to find you, what to do, how to get your stuff. Go.
Oh yeah, I said you could Google me Google me. It's Sako to me or Psycho Sako. You can find all my social media, all my websites, all my books, all the things. So, especially my Insta, where you can drop me a line if you want to get a hold of me. So, drop me a line. I would love to see ya.
You could go to my YouTube channel, Jody Jean Daniels Just Right, and there's a link tree there, and it will take you to everything Jody Jean, all my social media, all my books, all the lovely things.
Perfect.
Yes.
Wonderful. Nice. Thank you, guys. This was lovely.
Yes.
This was lovely. Oh my gosh. Thank you for helping me get work done.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody, say bye.
Bye.